Hello everyone, welcome to Prestige Castle Farm. My name is Innocent. Unfortunately, we lost two of our bunnies, and this is the first bunny. These are the first bunnies that we lost on our farm, and so we made a mistake that led to the death of these bunnies, and we want to share with you what the mistake we make and how you can avoid that in your own farm. This place is empty because this is Sunday. We usually bring out our rabbit on Sundays for them to exercise. You can see them around. They actually just exercising. It's very good. It's very good for your rabbit to keep fit. So every Sunday we bring some of them out, not all of them. We just bring few of them out to, just to exercise, be fit, and so that they don't get stiff and immobile. And sometimes rabbit can be, they can sometimes be bored. And yes, rabbits do get stressed. But when you bring them, the garden and they exercise themselves once in a while, it helps, it helps their development and all of that. So we just want to show you around, show you them playing around, and then we'll get into the meat of today's video. Those are actually our newer bunnies. So this is the set before that, and these are the new bunnies. They're about they are yet 4 weeks plus. They are 4 weeks plus, and this is 1 year, just having fun. So on Sundays usually we bring them out to just exercise and not all the time being in the cage. So let's get into the essence. So the essence of today's video is to demonstrate to you the things that we did wrong, which led to the death of our new bunnies, two of them. So this is Notorious. The reason why we gave her Notorious is because she's very, 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 very aggressive. She's very, very aggressive. In fact, when Notorious came into this farm, that is when a lot of our rabbits started imitating her in some of the characters. And rabbits are social animals, so they do learn from each other. So some of the Notorious things she does, like trying to spoil the cage and all of that. In fact, our rabbits do not behave like that previously, but since we brought in Notorious, she taught our rabbit some of those bad traits. But so Notorious is very, very aggressive. Naturally, she's just a very aggressive rabbit. In fact, when we got her from a very reputable farm, so he's one of the top rabbit farmer here in Nigeria. So we reached out to him and he bought some rabbit from him because we needed to expand our stock. And Notorious was one of the rabbits that we bought. So Notorious we then crossed Notorious with Shemo. And so after we crossed Notorious, she was still aggressive. She became even more aggressive, but at the same time we were still observing her. So the date she was to give birth on the 5th of this month. So she was to give birth. She was crossed on the 5th of last month. She was to give birth on the 5th of this month. And on the eve of that day, she showed every sign of being about to deliver, being in labor. She was, so we set our nesting box 2 days before so on the 3rd we will set it up, or sometimes on the 2nd, 2 to 3 days we'll put the nesting box inside the cage, and then we'll get some, we have some plantain, some very nice plantain leaf, the dry ones, we put it in, get them ready. So when we did that, she was very comfortable. She was just like, you could tell that she's comfortable with that setting. And then, but what we then saw the night before the due date, she removed the plantain. She removed the plantain leaf, the dry plantain leaf. She removed it out, and then she took it at the back of the box. So she went to the back of the box, and she was setting it up there. And then she started pulling her fur as well. So she started pulling her fur, setting it very, very well. So we were like, okay, by normally they give birth at night or early in the morning. So we were like, okay, in the morning we would expect her to give birth, but we've had experience where we had a particular rabbit that gave birth in this farm, but she mistakenly stepped on one of the rabbits, and that actually affected the legs of the rabbit. That rabbit had some dislocation, you know. So we were like, okay, we don't want that to happen again. So we are concerned. So what we did was we then removed the nesting bust, and that is the mistake we made. So immediately we removed the nesting bust, it disorient her, you know. She was disorientated, you know. She was just, we could tell immediately it was like as if, you know, you've tampered with the environment that she's already comfortable with. So she started, you know, just becoming agitated. And, you know, naturally, Notorious is a very aggressive rabbit. So we just said, okay, at least she's going to calm down. Okay. So in the morning, we're expecting her to give birth. In fact, three of them were actually crossed the same day. So Future 2 was also, we're expecting Future as well, and to give birth that on the 5th. Because we do synchronization here. We don't just cross one rabbit, we cross at least 3 rabbits in a go. So we're like, okay, cool. So the mistake we did was we did not take the bus back. Since we've started seeing that she's now agitated, she's disoriented, and she's just not comfortable anymore. But when we woke up in the morning, this is coming here. When we wake up in the morning, unfortunately, she hasn't put to bed. Fisher has already put to bed. She has already given birth to 7. So we are like, okay, what is happening? So still, we did not put the nesting box back. And by that time, she has already scattered she has removed her fur the night before. We saw her removing her fur. But that morning when we woke up, the fur is scattered everywhere. The plantain leaf also was just scattered everywhere. So we said, okay, if she didn't give birth that morning, that we would bring back the box at night. So that was a mistake we made. So when we came back in the evening, because I have my farm, I have the big farm, which I'm always there. So when we came back, we saw that she had already put to bed. And unfortunately, because she gave birth on the floor, one of them had already died. The other one head is stuck on the what do you call it? I think it's not wire mesh, because we don't use wire mesh on the bottom. We use this very strong iron cord at the bottom. So one of them is already stuck inside. So by the time we came in, she gave birth to 8, and 2 we came and we saw 2 dead, and the rest were just scattered everywhere. So that was really, really sad. And then, so what we did was we took the 6 that was alive, we took them out, we placed them back we got the nesting balls, put them back into the nesting balls, got some plantain leaf and put it there, and then we placed it back into our nest. And in fact, Notorious has really, really surprised us. Really, really surprised us. You know, she has shown to be a fantastic mother. And our bunnies are big, really, really, really big. Let me just show you some of the bunnies. So she gave birth on the 6th, and you can see our bunnies. These are bunnies. The 6 of them. They're very, very big and active. We're very, very happy for her. So unfortunately, this is our first experience in losing our bunnies. So because we saw that she had already she has removed the plantain she set it very well. She pulled her fur, put it on top. She's comfortable giving birth there. If we had allowed her to do her thing, instead of being afraid that maybe she may step on them and removing the nesting balls, if we hadn't done that, we probably may have had those 2 bunnies alive. So this is our lessons. This is what we learned, and we said, okay, let's share this with you. Please, if you do find this valuable, please do wait to like and subscribe on this channel, as we hope to continue to providing you valuable content. Take care of yourself. Bye bye.